Okay, we've made some fun-shaped tortellini. Now let's make some fun-shaped S cookies. And I've got a supervisor today. My little kitty cat is doing what she does best. She's up there watching me cook today. So to start our recipe, we're using a mixer. You can certainly do this by hand or you can use a KitchenAid hand mixer. But the first thing we do in all baking recipes, we are going to cream our butter and sugar. And this is softened room temperature. Because trust me, if you've ever tried to cream solid butter out of the refrigerator, all you get are like chunky chunks and it doesn't get smooth and fluffy. All right, so our butter goes in, sugar goes in. I think I've had coffee this morning. I'm gonna remember to put the bowl up. And we're gonna get that cream together and make it light and fluffy. Okay, that's coming together. It's kind of light and fluffy and it doesn't look so much like softened butter anymore. The sugar, once it's added to that, kind of creates some fullness in the butter. Let's add our eggs. And notice how orange these eggs are? This is because these come from pasture-raised chickens that are actually fed the way chickens are supposed to be fed, you know, like God intended them. So they graze on grass and eat the stuff they're supposed to be, and they don't get fed, you know, corn and things they're not supposed to be. And that's actually what a real egg yolk should look like. Not what you find in the grocery store that's like that pale yellow. Add our eggs. Continue to mix that together. Let's add our flavoring. We're gonna do vanilla. And today I'm using vanilla paste. You can see it's a lot thicker than extract. So the only difference is extract is just diluted with some kind of alcohol spirit. Not like get drunk alcohol, but food grade alcohol. And we're gonna put in some lemon juice and lemon zest. Very similar recipe if you watched my other show where we made the Italian anisette cookies. Very similar recipe. We're just using a lemon flavor this time. And I'm gonna stir that a little bit more. I'm gonna stop and scrape down the sides to make sure everything's getting incorporated well. And then we're going to add our flour and it will make a nice cookie dough. Sometimes that butter at the top that's gotten spun doesn't catch the rest of the mix. So it's always good to scrape down the sides. And once that's all combined, we're gonna start adding our flour, and I'll probably get it on me. And I always wear a dark dress. Why do I always do that? I just realized I'm like, oh, I'm in a dark, I should wear a white dress and then you wouldn't be able to see the flour when it gets on me. And turn your mixer down lower so it doesn't spray out in the mixer. Woo! We can speed it up a little bit and let that come together. We're almost there. I'm gonna pause and scrape it down one more time. How am I doing, kitty cat? Am I doing okay? All right. One more quick mix. Make sure everything's combined from what I just scraped off the bowl. And we're ready. Let's start shaping our S cookies. Okay, these are S-shaped cookies, so now we need to make our S's. So we're gonna take some dough, and I've got a little extra flour just so it doesn't stick to my cutting board. And we want to roll this in a cylinder. And I always roll from the center and push out. It's what elongates the dough, and then it keeps it even so you're not like fat in the center and skinny on the ends. So you kind of start in the center and work your way out. Okay, and then we just want to cut these to make our S's. Maybe, I'm gonna say that's probably about 4 or 5 inches long, and kind of make them all the same size. And then we want to shape them like an S. Now, if you want them to really like be perfect, a hack, I thought this was kind of cool. You could always use shot glasses to wrap around the S, and then yours, well, as long as it doesn't stick. And then your center will kind of be really round. and really the same instead of, you know, kind of like just hand done. But you can do it either way. I just thought this is a neat hack. I would probably put a little flour around them so they don't stick. Okay, so get your S's on your baking sheet. And you'll see, you know, there's different recipes for this. Some people might leave them just as, you know, a straight log. Some people might twist them. But they're really, I mean, the recipe is Italian S-shaped cookies. So this is the traditional S cookie. We'll get a few more on here. We're gonna put it in a 350-degree oven for 13 to 15 minutes, depending on your oven calibration. So just kind of take a look at them at about 13 minutes, and you want them to be golden brown. All right, for our S cookies, this gets a glaze and usually gets decorated with multicolored sprinkles. So let's make our glaze. We're gonna start with a lot of powdered sugar, vanilla. Now, had I put some olive oil or greased this bowl, that would have come out lickety-split without sticking to the sides. But that's okay. All right, and then we're gonna add milk. Now, I wouldn't add this whole thing, I'd add a little bit at a time, because if you add too much milk, you're gonna have to add more sugar. You're just trying to get a glazy consistency. Kind of see how that's coming together? And I may use all that milk, I just didn't want it to be too thin, so a little bit at a time. That's a good glaze. Make sure there's no lumps. Did you see that powdered sugar try to jump out on my dress? I did. Trying to get me. All right, our glaze is ready. Cookies should be out of the oven. We do want to cool those before we put the glaze on, just because the glaze will melt right off of them if we try to put them on hot. And we'll see how they turn out when they're done. All right, our cookies have come out of the oven. I've cooled them. I've got our glaze ready. Now, I don't have any colored sprinkles. These cookies normally have those rainbow confetti colored sprinkles, but I have an idea. I think because we put lemon in these cookies, that maybe we top them with some lemon zest, make them more like adult S cookies. S for saucy. So we get some of that glaze on there. I'm gonna put them on the plate. What's that Sesame Street song? C is for cookie, it's good enough for me. S is for cookies, it's good enough for me. So I'm gonna do my lemon zest version. Bring out the lemon flavor in the cookies, but like I said, traditionally it would be those rainbow sprinkles. We've got our Italian S-shaped cookies. We made our shaped tortellini earlier. If you would like these recipes, go to my website, jenniferbajsel.com. Follow me on social media, and by all means, enjoy a glass of Italian wine. Ciao.